Hello again, Corvette fans. So what we're looking at is a model made by Kyosho, and based on photographs I've seen, I think this is a 1978 or 1979 Corvette C2, second generation. That generation was sold between 1968 and 1982, so a pretty long lifespan. But I think for these 2 years, 78 and 79, this model matches that image the best. So a couple other things I learned about this Corvette is the first one that had T-tops, removable roof panels. It was also the first time that a Corvette was used as the pace car for the Indy 500. So that's interesting, I guess. And what also separated this from earlier ones is this Fastback rear glass. Came out in 1978, so it gave it a second life, I guess, whereas the other ones, they had more of a vertical type of rear glass. Okay, so let's take it off the base there. And then I believe these things had 5.7 liter V8 engines, and they're making between 185 and 220 horsepower, depending on the year, that is. Okay, so this is also the most successful Corvette to history, at least according to Wikipedia. It's saying that the peak production was in 1979, and over 53,000 Corvettes were made that year. So I guess that's a record that might still be standing. Okay, well, that's enough with the stats. Let's look at this model. Well, you know what? Let's get a better comparison to that photo, right? So let's see if I can focus on kind of both. So if you look, the reason why I think this Kyosho is this particular year is because the front has got these little bumperettes, and then it's also got the rectangular fog light in there as well, and it's got obviously the fastback, and then the sloping rear end. So, and then there's no like gills or anything like that in that side vent. So I might be wrong. I'm not a Corvette expert, guys. I'm not really an expert on any cars. I'm using these models to kind of learn about cars. So I'm sure you experts will chime in and correct me if I'm wrong, which is fine. Please do. Okay, so looking at this model, the tires are quite tall and stuff, but same with the real photographs, so I guess it's pretty accurate. I like how they're curved, they're not just flat and slab-sided. These alloys look relatively good. The only thing that's missing, though, I don't see any lug nuts in the center. Alright, there's no lug nuts. Yeah, that's kind of lazy on Kyosho's part. I'm pretty sure they've done a better job on their other models, and plenty of other brands put lug nuts on their wheels, so that's too bad. Okay, well anyways, pretty nice silver. It's not very splotchy, it's a pretty nice even speckling of the mica flakes or whatever. And then we have the reflector. It's just painted red and orange there. Seems alright. Okay. A little lip here on the wheel arches. I'm looking at the photo of the real car. I think that is accurate. What I really like about Kyosho's is very often they put mirrors on their cars. I'm pretty sure they put them on all their cars if the car had mirrors. So yeah, that's nice. Okay, but they never paint them unless it comes in like a crystal case. This was, I believe, from one of the collections of American cars. They were only in blister packs, so it wouldn't have paint on the mirrors. Granted, you wouldn't see it anyways because it's a silver car already. Alright, so the one downfall with Kyosho is they always use black plastic for the interiors. So it's they're nicely detailed with the molding. It's just that being black, it's really hard to see the details. Like, I'm looking at the photo of the real car now, and it has like a off-white leather interior. If Kyosho just bought some different colored plastics and molded this in like an off-white color, it would be great. You could see more of the molded details that they're putting in. Okay, well anyways, this is naturally a used model, so I don't know if this scratch was there from the factory or if this thing was dropped by the previous owner. It just came shipped in some bubble wrap. It didn't even come in a blister pack. Okay, but anyways, yeah, we got some printing here. I imagine this must be the gas cap? Correct me if I'm wrong. I forget. Back in college, I actually lived with someone. He had a red one of these cars, And we never went to a gas station, so I don't know. But I do remember the interior is really tight. You know, the seats are really close to each other. It's a very cozy fit in there for two guys. All right, it says Corvette. It's interesting. I don't remember that car just saying Corvette like that, but it's been a few decades. My memory is long gone, really. Okay, plastic lights look pretty good, nice and deep. Look at the depth of those lights, pretty cool. Okay, a big recess here for the license plate. And then some exhaust tips there, painted silver. Yeah, there's a little bit of depth to the middle, so that's pretty good. This is one of the better undercarriages I've seen on a Kyosho. I mean, it's going up and down. Most of them are just flat. But this one actually is quite dimensional. It's a lot of trouble they went through. It is riveted though. I really wish Kyosho just used screws on all of their models. So like you could go and paint that interior if you wanted to. The tires, yeah, these are interesting treads. In Kyosho fashion, it seems like they do different treads for all their models. I mean, because these treads don't make a lot of sense. These almost look like wallpaper. But it's cool. I still like it. You know, they're different. And the width of these tires seems okay for this time period. Okay. How about this side? Any problems? No major problems. Looks pretty good. Or maybe there's some scratches there. Yeah. Okay. And then the front end, which is what makes me think it's a 78 or 79 Corvette. We got the fog lights there. And those are just painted silver, I think. Let me just check here. Yeah, that's just paint. It's not a plastic piece or anything. And then the emblem there as well. But I'm not sure what that is. If that's just gunk. And the panel gaps are nice and consistent. They're okay. I would say they're not the thinnest I've seen, but they're definitely not the widest I've seen. I think they're just okay. They're average. All right. Okay, so I can't really say anything bad about the quality because I don't know. This wasn't a brand new model, so these scratches may have been from the previous owner. Maybe it fell off a shelf or some kid was playing with it. Who knows? So knowing that fact, it's actually a pretty good model. I mean, everything is nicely detailed. It looks pretty much like the photo. So it's I think it's another good example by Kyosho. So very nice indeed. I like it. Let's put it up on the Spin Master, and then you can compare it again. I actually don't have many Corvettes. I don't have anything against Corvette. It's just that there's so many that are diecast that I want before Corvettes. So the only one I have is this racing version. I believe this is a C5. Am I right? But this is also by Kyosho. Now one thing about it's a C6. Yeah. All right. So this is a great thing about this brand. At least it tells you what the car is. You know, so now I know it's a C6 and not a C5. And then weird, I usually don't see a date on a Kyosho, but here it does say 2007. Did it say a date here? Oh, I see. Never mind. This is the year of the car. This is a 2007 C6R, whereas this is a 1978 Chevy. So yeah, I was correct. All right. Okay, well, I don't feel as stupid as usual. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty stupid. Okay, guys, well, anyways, for you Corvette fans, this is for you, and I appreciate you watching, and hopefully later on I'll grow out my 1/64 scale Corvettes. I know there's plenty of offerings out there, but that's also why I'm not in a rush to get them, because there are so many of them out there. I gotta say, the most recent Corvette, I'm not really a fan of it. I'm sure performance-wise, that mid-engine is awesome. I'm just not really sold on the styling. I haven't absorbed that into my brain yet to have a mid-engine Corvette. Alright guys, I'm rambling on, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.